Still here at work, making it work. Thank God. Everything is moving along in slow motion sequence. It's almost like when like Netflix or something, you hit the pause button or the fast forward and they'll show you the different clips and boxes. It's like we just moving on along in slow motion sequence. And then you just gotta find some type of creative way, to stay busy or some type of creative way to just maneuver around. So when people see that you are focused, Focus, you are focused like a laser, just to, do what you need to do. When you're not giving, you're not allowing, well, you keep it, I ain't gonna say access because, you're still in the sinful flesh, right? You know what I'm saying? But you're keeping the demonic access to a bare minimum. People have to come to you like, hey, you all right? Like, hey, very quiet in the zone. If you need somebody to talk to, you can talk to me. I don't bite. You know what I'm saying? So they'll get you in that feeling like, hey, your guard is up. That shield is up. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like we gotta find a way to, get this dude, back to earth. You know what I mean? He all focused. He about levitating right now with the focus. When you get to that focus where it's like you levitating, they gotta go ahead and gravity button. Boop, gravity button. Time to give them that gravity. Time to, pull them on down. You know what I'm saying? Jack, get on down this beanstalk. What you think you get on down this beanstalk? What you trying to climb for? You know what I'm saying? And this just what happens. And there's nothing wrong, family, with socializing. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with socializing. Ain't nothing wrong with networking. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to people. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of being human. Being human is we're social creatures. You know what I'm saying? We're creatures that exchange energy. You know what I mean? That's actually what iron sharpens iron, socializing and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's an energy exchange. But if you feel like your energy is just being drained, then it's time for you to switch lanes. It's an energy exchange. But if you feel like your energy is being drained, then it's time for you to switch lanes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Sometimes, some seasons, you got to think it's a season and a reason for everything. Come to the seasons, it's not summer all year long. It's not winter all year long. It's not fall all year long. It's not spring all year long. So when you coming in a certain type of season where you have to be more focused, you see, then people will try any way to find entry points. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you don't like to socialize. You know what I'm saying? It's just simply you don't like to be played with. Sometimes you come to work, you just be drained towards the tactics. You just come to work to focus. You know what I mean? Just to keep your sense of sanity. You just focus and do what you need to do. That's your safe zone sometimes to be on autopilot. You know what I mean? Because any other way, you're going to be drained. It's going to feel like I'm drained. It's like I'm pouring my life into these people. I'm drained. I'm pouring my life into these people. And that's just going to drain me. I'm going to be burnt out. So it's like you just got to be wise. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain people give you a fuel. It's an energy exchange. They're giving you a fuel. They're giving you some fuel, you know what I'm saying, to bounce ideas around. A fuel is building you up. A fuel, I can exchange like that. I can feel it. You can just feel it. A fuel, boom, boom, boom. A fuel. That's when you know what I mean. We go into isolation. When you step out, getting that social bubble, social dynamic. When you getting that fuel and y'all can bounce and ping pong ideas. But if it's just a one-way street where you just pouring your energy, your life force into these people just to comfort them or to make your life easier, you're going to be the one looking crazy at the end of the day. You're going to be the one that's going to be drained. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. You have to train yourself not to be drained. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it in a respectful manner, because people will easily look at that as like you think you're better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like how I move right now in my targeting, like I don't see how people could think that I'm projecting to them that I think I'm better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like as humbled as can be right now. I'm as humbled as can be right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna allow myself to be a doormat that just give people access to walk over. See, that's what when people see people humble, that automatically put them in the mindset, oh, we got us a doormat, oh, we got us a sweet one. All right, let's just see how we can get access to this doormat. How we can, and what does that lead to? Draining you from your resources, draining you from your life force. But if you got certain characteristics and you're not giving them that energy, then a threat, problem, you know what I'm saying? Threat, problem, threat. We need to find solutions. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right. But it's like, yeah, I'm getting the work done. I'm doing what I need to do and getting through. You know what I'm saying? And protecting my peace and things like that. But my social dynamic, my social bubble, what I enjoy, you know what I'm saying, is when I get fueled too. I can fuel people with my words and they can fuel me with their words. It's an energy exchange going on. If I don't really feel no energy exchange, it's draining. It's the negativity. It's just draining. You know what I'm saying? I always remember, family, you want to keep that energy exchange, you know what I'm saying, fresh. You get what I mean? That's how I thrive. If not, I be on autopilot. I just be in the zone. Peace.